Alright, you guys, bear with me with the lighting. It is super overcast here in Florida today, and it has been since Thursday. So I've been putting off filming, but I conjured up all the artificial lighting I could to get us through. So luckily this is a quick tutorial, so the lighting should be pretty good, and I actually think it looks kind of nice. Let me know what you guys think about it. So to start off with the skin, I'm going to be going in with the 100% Pure Fruit Pigmented Tinted Moisturizer. I actually haven't worn this in a long time because I've been so over the moon with my other foundations, but this is a great tinted moisturizer. You guys know I love it. So I'm just doing about a pump on the back of my hand there, and you guys know this is a tiny bit too dark for me, so I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of the Christopher Drummond concealer because I don't have a 100% pure concealer, so just a drop of that as well. We just mix it, and I'm just going to dot it on the face, and it creates my perfect shade if I mix it with the Hynt concealer in light. To buff that in, I will be using my Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques as always. So this tinted moisturizer has, I would say, a light coverage. I would even say it's a little bit more than sheer because it's definitely has the most coverage of a tinted moisturizer I've tried besides the Luca one. So this will really just even out the skin tone if you're in a rush. And I know my friend Laura from Laura's Natural Life, she will use the 100% Pure Tinted Moisturizer, and to give it more coverage, she'll just go in with a foundation powder, which both sets her makeup and adds coverage. So for me, on an everyday basis, this is perfectly fine. If your skin is acting up and you have a lot of redness, you're definitely going to need to correct that with concealer after, but this definitely will even out general skin tone. I have a little bit of bumps here with redness. I see that are smoothed out, and it just makes my skin look all one tone because I'm super pale. So I really do enjoy this product, and it's perfect for every day if you don't need a lot of coverage. Also note that this is probably best to apply with the hands. It is not my favorite way, but to get the maximum coverage out of it, this brush will absorb some of the product, and we're already dealing with a lighter coverage. So go in with your hands if you want to maximize that coverage. So for concealer, I'm just going to go in with my Hynt Beauty / Christopher Drummond concealer. Really quick, going to do that in the usual areas. This is one of the things I don't have. It's by 100% Pure. Okay, now onto the face. For bronzer, guess what? It's the only bronzer that I really use in general is the 100% Pure Cocoa Pigmented Bronzer. I would say this is good for light, medium to tan skin tones. Nothing too dark and nobody too fair would really be able to pull this off because it is very red in tone and is very pigmented, if you could see. Super pigmented. So since I'm actually pretty fair, I like to go in with this Real Techniques without my hair in it duo fiber brush, just so I can get a light application. But if you do over apply this, well, by the way, I'm going in that standard 3 motion. If you do over apply this, it does blend out absolutely beautifully. It just will look muddy if your skin is too light and ashy if your skin is too dark. This is one of those bronzers, as you can see now that I have it on, that really makes you look like you just got out of the sun because of that red tone. It looks like a fresh suntan, which I love. One thing I dislike about 100% Pure though is for the price. The packaging is very chintzy, and that kind of weirds me out, especially because I feel like they waste so much packaging. Like, instead of shipping it just like this wrapped up in plastic, this will be in a cardboard thing, so that kind of weirds me out. But I mean, the product's good, can't knock that. And then we're gonna go in with something new to me. This is the only blush I have. I will be picking up more of these because I love them. Another issue I have with 100% Pure is the color range is not the best, but I love this shade. This is the Fruit Pigmented Lip and Cheek Stain. This is in Cocoa Berry. And Cocoa Berry sounds like it's gonna be brown, but it's really just the prettiest sun-kissed kind of peach shade. I hauled this in my October haul, and a lot of you were like, what? That's a really pretty color. I never thought to buy it, but I would like it even if it was brown, so that's why I bought it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and rub my finger in the tip there. And these are amazing because I think the pigmentation is perfect. They aren't too sheer, and they aren't so pigmented where it's like, what? and you could just use your fingers to blend, and you just do a couple pat, 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 and you're good to go. So that's the blush applied. I think my complexion actually looks pretty good with just those 4 products. I could go out the door like this if I did a little eyebrow. You know what I mean? So speaking of eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera with Ecobrow. I don't think 100% Pure even makes brow products, but if they do, I haven't had the opportunity to try them yet. So let me know if they have one that you like. All right, so brows on. I am bringing you guys up close to do the quickest eye look ever. The main feature is going to be this 100% Pure eye cream stick. This is in the shade Naked Glimmer. This is really the only one that I kind of think is worth the $25 because it's so wearable, and I love the formula. They're very long lasting, creamy and blend well, and they last a really long time, surprisingly. My one beef with these are I would not buy these full price because they have a packaging defect. I'm not going to do it right now, but this will fall out, and when you receive it, like 9 times out of 10, it's going to hit the cap and it's going to be smashed. And I luckily picked this up with the Guilt City deal, but these are really good and I recommend them. Just know that the packaging is probably gonna be broken. Once it's in, it will stay, but they are not repackaging until they run out of stock, which who knows when that's gonna be. So the formula is fantastic. Just try to pick it up on sale because the packaging is defective. So I just take it right from here, right onto the eyelid. This is just a shimmery, neutrally golden brown. This is a hard color to describe, but it's very natural, but also very shimmery. So if sparkle isn't for you, you would hate these. And I do not own any shadows from 100% Pure because I hear super mixed reviews about them, but I actually happen to love using the bronzer as an eyeshadow, which is another great thing to justify its price because it is pretty expensive. But 100% Pure is some of the cleanest ingredients of most green beauty brands. By the way, I'm just going with a blending brush and buffing that into the crease. This is the perfect transition shade. But they have really clean ingredients and they are always running a special, so I probably wouldn't buy any of these things full price, but if you can get an awesome gift with purchase or get a special, it's totally worth it. And then we are going to take a little bit of the bronzer just underneath the lash line as well. And we can also deepen up that outer V just a little bit with this pencil brush. So I just went in really quick and highlighted the brow bone. This is with Red Apple Lipstick Porcelain. Like I said, I don't have any of the 100% Pure eyeshadows because they get really mixed reviews, and there are so many other brands of eyeshadows I'd rather spend my money on that get rave reviews across the board. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. As for mascara, I do have the Maracuja oil mascara. Gorgeous packaging. This is actually like blowing me away packaging. Now with this mascara, I love as a layering mascara. This is a super wet formula. This is what the brush looks like. And this is after I've had this for about a month and it still remains this wet, if you can kind of see that there, like that. So I'm gonna put it on for you so you guys can see how it performs, but I personally find that it kind of smudges if worn alone and makes my eyelashes look too clumpy, but I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is 2 coats of mascara. As you can see, it makes your lashes look really pretty actually when the formula dries out a little bit. I like this much more than when I applied it the first time, but like I said, this does smudge a little bit. I mean, it is a Maracuja oil mascara. I have a feeling that may be why, but it smells beautiful. It smells like blueberry, it smells fruity, which is a nice bonus. I know a ton of people like this mascara, so if you love this mascara, let me know how you make it work for you, or why you like it so much. And I just zoomed you guys out real quick so we could talk about lips. I thought I would address the 3 different formulas that I have right now. I have the 100% Pure Vitamint. I have their I don't know what these are called, lip glazes. That's what they're called, fruit pigmented lip glazes. And I have their anti-aging formula. So my favorite is definitely the anti-aging formula, but I'm just gonna go through, swatch the colors I have, and tell you a little bit about the formula, and then we will apply one of these. Okay, so for the Vitamint, this is what the packaging looks like. Super chintzy top. You have to be really careful with this in your bag because it will pop off. Pretty design, I guess, is definitely not my favorite of the 100% pure. Okay, there's people doing their lawn. I'm almost done with this, you guys. I hope it doesn't pick up too badly on camera. So I'm just gonna keep the show going. So the top shade that I have here of the Vitamint is Butterscotch. There we go. Butterscotch, you can see it's just a kind of light peachy nude, and then this is a berry pinky wine kind of color, so that's Butterscotch and that's Vino. These are the only two shades of the collection that I would actually wear. I really dislike the other shades. These are a sheer formula that can be built up here. Let me show you what one pass looks like really quick. Okay, so this is Butterscotch and Vino with like 3 passes, and that's Butterscotch and Vino with 1 pass. So you can see Vino actually gets a little more pink as it's built up in color, but I still like it. These are the only, like I said, these again are the only 2 shades I would wear. Formula wise, they remind me exactly of a MAC Luster lipstick, meaning that they go on smooth, they're slippery if you rub your lips together, but they are not actually hydrating. I know a lot of people say they're hydrating. I don't find that they are at all. In fact, I find that when they wear for a while, they kind of turn into like a thin layer on your lips, and it's actually quite drying. If you reapply it or you put a balm over the top, you could definitely make it work. And I still wear these lip products. They're just not the most hydrating in the world. So for the lip glazes, I have the shade Fig. Let me swatch that for you. This is what this packaging looks like. This is hands down my favorite, and this super sleek silver bullet with a floral design that says 100% pure. It doesn't say the lipstick formula that it is or the shade, which is weird, but I know that this is Fig. There are actually a few shades of this that I would wear, but I find that the shade range can be a bit redundant. So as well, this is 1 pass of Fig, and that is 3 passes of Fig. So I would say that this is an in-between of the anti-aging and the Vitamint lip product. They are not as hydrating as the anti-aging, but they are also not as sheer or drying as the Vitamins. Something to be wary of for this line is that a lot of colors I find redundancy, so I have a hard time picking which one I would buy next, but I do know a lot of people love the shade Coquette. So I really do like that formula. I would buy more. Again, most 100% pure stuff I wouldn't buy full price because they always do a special. And then we have the anti-aging lipstick formula. This is hands down my favorite. This is complete opacity once built up. It is a really teeny tiny lipstick tube. It's just pink. You know, it's all right. This isn't my favorite. The lip glazes definitely have the most beautiful packaging. This is a sturdy cap though, so you could totally put this in your purse, no problem. And it has the sticker with the shade right there. This is the shade Foxglove. Again, this, Calendula, and Poppy are probably the only 3 shades I would wear out of their like 8 line. So some of the colors are the same. I think that's the biggest problem with 100% pure, but this formula is gorgeous even if you just own one. I hope that they expand their shade range in the future. So today I'm going to be putting on Fig. So let's go ahead and apply that really quick so you guys can see how it goes on. So this is Fig on. I absolutely love it. This is the perfect everyday shade. It doesn't conflict with any look that you may be wearing, and it is very comfortable to wear, which is super important for me, especially now that we're getting into a colder time of year. I have super dry, cracked lips, and this feels amazing. Beautiful opacity, and I think this has the best color range. So since I only have a few of the products, I will list my friend Anita or Aesthetica's lip swatch video down below. She has quite a few shades from all of these lines. So I will link that down below so you guys can see it. For coupon codes, They tend to do them all the time. Just go ahead and sign up for their email. I'll put that down below, but I know Organic Bunny also has a 15% off coupon if you guys want to shop any of this right now, and that is just code Organic Bunny. So you can just go ahead and enter that at checkout. But you guys, this is the completed look. I really hope that you like it. This is a super easy everyday look. I'm actually quite happy with it. I think altogether it performs amazingly. My hands down, my standouts of everything are going to be the bronzer and the anti-aging lipsticks. If you buy anything, it would be these two. But across the board, I don't think 100% Pure can really be faulted. My biggest problem with them is their packaging, which I can move past. And I wish their color range could be expanded, but I'm sure they plan on doing that in the future, so we will wait and see. Leave me a comment down below which your favorite 100% Pure products are, because I think I'm pretty content with my collection. I'm not dying for anything else except for their candles. I do want to try those. If you have, give me your opinions down below. But I adore you guys so much. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Green Bunny Video if you would like, and I will see you next time. Bye.